locking in has to be the single most important thing that you do this year. And not that half-ass locking in. I'm talking about actually locking in. Locking in with your diet. Locking in with your routine. Locking in with your relationships. Locking in with your connection with God, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. Locking in is going to cause a quantum leap in your life and put you to a point where you do not even know is possible. Number one thing, locking in with the body, right? If you're somebody who's never worked out, start working out. There's too many resources out there. There's too many free resources out there that will show you, tell you, instruct you, guide you to do what you need to do in the gym. And you don't even have to go 5 days a week. If you're a true novice, you can start off with 3 days a week. Start off walking on the treadmill. If you're over 20% body fat, start walking on the treadmill. Buy a treadmill for home if you're not confident enough to do it in public at a gym. Work your way up. You're not going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be C-Bum in a week. But baby steps compounded over a long period of time will put you to the position where you want to be. So body, lock in with the gym. If you're not going to the gym, start going to the gym. Underneath the body portion is nutrition. Put the fucking honey buns down, put the Big Texas down, put the sodas down, put all that other shit down. You need to be focusing on getting your macros in. If you don't know what a macro is, look it up. I'll tell you now, but do some more research. Macros, protein, fats, carbs, those are the three main ones. You should be getting in 1 gram to 1.5 grams of protein per body weight. There's certain plans for fats and carbs. You choose what you want to do with your routine specifically. I suggest you download ChatGPT, download Claude, and ask AI. Tell them your body type, tell them your history, your experience, and tell them what's the most efficient, optimal way to recomposize your body in the most efficient manner. And they'll give you the macros that you need to follow. They'll give you the macros you need to follow for your age, weight, body fat percentage, and experience. Boom, easy. That shit can be done in 10 minutes, bro. Less than 10 minutes. If you're familiar with AI, which I don't know if you are or you're not, but you should get familiar with that too. But that should be done in 5 minutes, like it's just one prompt. And if you're one of those people who are real meticulous with the prompt and I want to make sure the prompt is extra good, blah blah blah, chill out. Just start off by just asking it, and then you can continue to ask it deeper questions. And as you ask it more and more questions, it'll give you a more deeper, profound answer for you. So, nutrition. So, workout to nutrition. Once you have a plan for the nutrition, stick to the plan with the nutrition. Coming from someone who has never followed a nutrition plan but has an all right physique. And when I say all right physique, I'm not particularly impressed with my physique. I expect greatness. I expect being elite. But I've experienced the highs and lows. I've experienced being 12% body fat. I've experienced being 25% body fat. I've experienced being 250 pounds. I've experienced being 170 pounds. I've experienced being bone skinny. I've experienced being skinny fat. I've experienced being shredded. I've experienced it all. The number one thing I'm going to tell you is track your macros and actually eat the nutrition that you need to be eating. Once you start eating the nutrition that you need to be eating the macros that you need to be eating, then you'll actually start to see gains in your life. Once you actually start to see those gains, you'll want to continue to build on that progress. You'll want to continue eating those foods. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it doesn't matter. It's going to be very, very boring. You're going to be eating the same thing daily. That's the easiest way to get it done. You're going to be eating rice. You're going to be eating chicken. You're going to be eating oats. You're going to be eating Greek yogurt. You're going to be eating vegetables, fruits. All the other shit, out the door. Cheat meals don't exist. Why don't they exist? Oh, Nick, why don't they exist? Why can't I have a cheat meal? Why can't I have a double quarter pounder? Do you want progress, or do you want the fulfillment and dopamine from eating something that's going to give you inflammation and mess up your stomach, like, and mess up your gains also. Let me kick it to you like this. If you're eating in a caloric deficit, that means you're eating below your baseline, right? Let's say your baseline is 3,000 calories. You're eating 2,500 calories. That means you're burning at least minimum 500 calories per day. And that adds up after a week to a certain amount of fat. You can look that up. I don't know it off the top of my head right now. But let's say you do that for 6 days, right? 6 days, 500 calories each day. And then on Sunday, you say, hey, I want to have a cheat meal. I've done so good this week, blah, 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 blah. And you eat 4,000, 6,000 calories worth of your cheat meal, right? Fucking cheesecake, double quarter pounder, whatever your thing is, whatever your shtick is. You literally just erased your 6 days of progress, and you're now at ground zero. Was it worth it? Was it worth that short dopamine hit of that meal, that cheat meal? No, it wasn't. I'm going to answer that for you. No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth it, because now that week of time that you spent tracking your macros, doing all the right things, working out, doing everything right is erased by one day. It probably took you less than 10 minutes to eat it, 10 minutes of enjoyment to erase a week's worth of progress. That's not what you want, okay? That's absolutely not what you want to do. But hey, if you want to stay stagnant, do that by all means. If you enjoy whatever. So let's backtrack, because we're getting a little long-winded. Hey, work out, start working out, get a fitness plan. Google one, ChatGPT one, ask me about one. Very simple. You can get it done. You can do it at home. Create a home gym. Whatever the case is, what do you have to do? Start moving your body. Start lifting heavy weights. 2, nutrition. Figure out what your macros are. Figure out what you need to consume daily in order to make progress in the gym, in order to make progress with your physique, in order to shred that fat off your body, because you're probably fat. 3, adhere to the nutrition and the workout plan. Don't just download it. Don't just get this information masturbation and say, oh, I know what I need to do. Actually start doing it. Start tracking it. No cheat meals. Boom, your body is figured out. After a certain amount of time, you will start seeing the results. Don't expect to be shredded. Don't expect to lose 10% body fat in 1 week. Don't expect to lose it in a month. A healthy amount of body fat being shredded over a period of time is 1 pound per week, okay? 1 pound per week. So if you're 50 pounds overweight, there's 52 weeks in a year. It's probably going to take you a year to lose all that fat or more, just depending on how dedicated and locked in you are. All right, the body is figured out, right? We can go more in depth in another video. 2, mind. You need to get your mind right. Stop listening to trap music at 4 a.m. in the morning. Stop scrolling on Instagram and TikTok on this mindless bullshit. There's so much shit, like so much energy harvesting that these apps do, where you could be spending that energy elsewhere. You could be learning a skill, which is what I'm going to talk about next, is learning a skill and how valuable that is. If you're somebody who can't think of any skills that you have, that means you need to learn a skill. One of the biggest skills you can learn, and to me, it's fun. It's not even like something. It's not a job. Like, you don't need to look at it as a job, but learn AI. Listen, AI is taking over, okay? Pretty soon, nobody's going to have a regular job. Pretty soon, robots are going to be in your home, folding your clothes, doing all that monotonous task. And if they're doing tasks like that, they're going to be doing tasks in the real world too, flipping burgers, things like that. So you need to get on the straight line of learning, how to communicate with these systems. Learn AI, learn how to sell, learn how to be confident. That's something that I'm doing right now is learning public speaking, right? Learning how to talk to a camera, make videos, vlog my life, vlog certain things, vlog practice. Your life is a documentary and you're the main character, so you should be treating it as such. Learn that skill. It's something, it's fun. It's not a job. Like it's something that's fun and has the potential to create large amounts of income. And if you're money driven, then that should be the main thing. learn a skill to increase your income, because once you increase your income, you buy your time back. And once you have more time in your day, you can then continue to become and develop yourself into an elite person, which is the goal. That's the goal here. That's what I'm here talking to you about, is becoming an elite person, the most elite version of yourself. So mind, body, boom, that's done. Relationship with God and the universe. I don't know, and I don't care what you believe in. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it God. You can call it the universe. You can call it spirit. You can call it prana. You can call it, source. It doesn't matter. It's all the same thing. It's all one universal one. You just put a name to it. Some of you put faces to it. It doesn't matter. Strengthen your relationship with that. Realize that when you're in a high vibrational state, when you're gracious for what you have, gracious for what's coming to you, more is coming to you. When you're in a negative state and you're always thinking negatively, watching negative stuff, that's what you're attracting into your life. So you're going to get more of the negative. If you're going around saying, oh, I get sick every time when the pollen comes out, you're going to continue to get sick every time the pollen comes out. I mean, you're abracadabra. You're magically saying it and you think it's a coincidence. No, you're creating it in your life. So strengthen your relationship with universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it. Do more research, because you don't know enough. You will never know enough. There's secrets to this universe and to this world that we live in that even the most wisest people they still don't understand. So that's something that you can always learn. And the benefit of learning that is you become closer to the source of creation. And as you get closer to the source of creation, you're able to realize that you are the offspring of that creation. And if you're the offspring of that creation, then you can theoretically do what it does, right? If God was one source, or God is one source, and he burst himself out into trillions and trillions and trillions of points of view, is what I'll call it, to a rock, to a plant, to your third grade teacher, to the police officer down the street, to the inmate over there who did that, to your mom, to your dad. These are all multiple points of view of the one source. At the end of the day, it all comes back to one. That means there's a little bit of that one inside you, right? There's a spark of that one inside you. And if that one inside you can create anything, that means you can create anything. And as you start to learn and develop that knowledge, you'll be able to attack the world with a new lens, a new appreciation, and a new understanding that you can create whatever you want. And once you have that down, and once you actually know that you can do that, life becomes easy, man. Attacking these goals becomes easy. Transforming your body and your mind becomes easy, because you know that you can, you know that you will, and you know that what the result is coming after that. So that's enough for right now. I'm going to try to continue to do these car rants. I don't know if I'm going to call it car rants, tycoon talk. I don't know. Maybe I won't even post this shit. I don't know. I think it's good. I think you should rewatch it. There's a lot of broad information in here. If you want specific information, comment. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. This is YouTube. Whatever you have to do. If you really want to know, you'll find a way to message me. I'll be able to help you out, answer any questions you might have. But use your resources. Use the free resources that you have. Rewatch this video, YouTube, University. There's a whole bunch that you can do. And I believe in you, man. If you want to become elite, you can become elite. It's just a choice.